If you're whatever age you are, 20, 30, 40, and you're looking to get pregnant or you're thinking you want to get pregnant soon, number one, get metabolically healthy. When our blood sugar goes up, our insulin goes up. When our insulin goes up, our testosterone goes up. Testosterone going up leads to conditions like PCOS and irregular cycles. And that's one of the top causes of impaired fertility. Testosterone gets converted into estrogen, and now we have PMS and heavy periods and endometriosis and all these other conditions. It's all connected. So start with blood sugar. Lift weights, get less than 25 grams of total sugar a day, whether it's natural or added. Eat a diet that's got really good sources of protein, at least 30 grams to 50 grams of fiber a day, at least 0.7 grams of protein per pound of ideal body weight a day. Eat just whole foods and really take exercise really seriously, because those two things are going to set you up for a metabolically healthy body and a much more regular menstrual cycle, better sperm production. We're going to be in a much better state. And then the second thing I recommend is green everything, meaning all of your household products, your makeup, your lotions, your shampoos, your conditioners, the stuff you clean your bathroom with, all of the things that you're storing in plastic. Replace those plastic containers with glass. Get the natural and non-toxic version of all of these products that you put on your body every single day. People put something like 15 products on their bodies every single day before they leave the door. Even men use 7 to 10. It's not just women. Mm-hmm. Your skin is an organ of digestion. Anything that's fat soluble that's on your skin is going straight into your bloodstream. Be really aware of sunscreens, right? Oxybenzones and oxybenzines, they're not doing anything great for the fish in terms of their fertility. They're certainly not doing anything good for ours. So getting sunscreens that are zinc dioxide, based as opposed to, or zinc oxide based as opposed to oxybenzone, oxybenzene based. These seem like small things, but when you put 15 personal care products on, and then you're surrounded by cleaning products, and then all your food stored in plastic and soaked in pesticides, all of a sudden you're ingesting and absorbing a huge number of chemicals every single day that have been shown to mess with your hormones and increase your cancer risk. So metabolic health, environmental toxins, those are two places where people can start to really set themselves up for a higher fertility success.
And cut sushi?
Well, it's definitely cut tuna sushi.
Tuna, interesting. Salmon's fine.
Certain fish are much higher in mercury than others. And yes, especially if you're looking to get pregnant. I did a mercury detoxification before I got pregnant for the first time. Did it IV, but you can do it orally with supplements. And some prescription medications just as well. It takes a little bit longer. Sauna is also a great way to get rid of microplastics we're seeing. Definitely a great way to get rid of heavy metals in the body. So sauna is also a practice that's associated with higher longevity and lower mortality, lower inflammation, better cardiovascular health, best done after a workout, not before. Or I sauna probably 2 or 3 times a week. I have a sauna at home, and getting that good 20-minute sweat in is a way that I'm getting rid of the toxins. And remember, that sounds like sweating. What, of course I sweat, but a lot of people don't really sweat that much. So it's a great way. It has great longevity data, sauna, and it's also a great way to get toxins out of your body, or at least some of them.
I think you've probably talked about, I think somewhere around September, you've announced that you were recently diagnosed with a kidney tumor. Cancer?
I did a full body MRI a couple of years ago, and I found angiolipoma, which is a common benign tumor of the kidney. And it was something that I talked about because on my MRI that I did a couple of years ago, I did a repeat MRI last year. I'm tracking it, and very rarely do these things turn into cancer. But occasionally they do. And I like that I know it's there, and I like that it's something I can keep track of.
How have you been progressing through that and navigating that as someone that's in the space?
Yeah, one of the things that gets criticized about doing something like a full body MRI is that you're going to find these, quote, incidentalomas is what we call them in medicine. There's these incidental findings that don't really matter and just stress people out. I'm super lucky that I am a physician and I don't get stressed out by these things. I'd rather know and take action on the things I can take action on, and then just watch the things that I just are meant to watch. So I'm not worried about this angiolipoma in my kidney. It could be genetic. It could have just been there for a really long time. It could have been there since I was born. I didn't know about it. But I am going to watch it, and I'll get a full body MRI from here every couple years. And then if I saw that it was starting to grow and get bigger, that would be my flag to say, okay, we need to have this biopsied or look at to see if there's anything that's cancerous or needs to be addressed in it. I also have a thyroid nodule that I learned about that is the size that you need to biopsy it. And I'm keeping an eye on that too. If it gets over a certain size, sometimes you start to look at them, you biopsy them. Sometimes they turn into thyroid cancer. I like having this information because it allows me to track proactively.
And my last question for you is, what is your definition of longevity in general? Because I think different people in different spaces here, especially like people like a Brian Johnson who's spending $2 million a year trying to live forever. You have people that want to live to 180. And then you look at ancient wisdom from Stoicism, Taoism, Buddhism, where they confront mortality as the beginning of a new life. So it's not something that they're running away from. But what's your relationship and definition of longevity?
My definition of longevity is being able to live your full story for as long as possible. I don't connect it to a date or a length of life. And I think women in general are less into seeing who they can outcompete to live to 120. And they're more interested in living their best possible, fullest life in the next year and in the next 10 years. And for me, that's living my story is about being able to spend the time I want to spend with my kids and having the energy to be with them, about creating and building companies, which I've had the incredible privilege to do in Parsley Health and companies I started before that, and hopefully companies and projects I'll do in the future. It's spending time with my parents and my friends and community. It's making art. It's traveling the world. I want to have the energy and vitality to do all of those things. I want to look good. I want to feel good. And I want to be able to live that full story. And as we lose our health, we lose our ability in some ways to live our story. And so for me, that's really what's important.
Dr. Berzin, appreciate you. Thanks for making the time.
Thank you so much.